สวัสดีครับผมแพดดี้จากช่องไทยโทกวิดแพดดี้คุณเป็นคนต่างชาติที่เคยมีความคิดอยากย้ายมาอยู่ที่ประเทศไทยไหมถ้าเป็นเช่นนั้นมีหลายๆเรื่องที่ต้องเตรียมตัวดังนั้นในคลิปนี้ผมจะไปถาม Expat ในกรุงเทพว่าอะไรเป็นข้อดีและข้อเสียเกี่ยวกับการใช้ชีวิตที่นี่ไปฟังคำตอบพร้อมๆกันเลยครับ Firstly, what's your name and where are you from?
My name is Rami. I'm from Egypt.
My name is Adnan and I'm from Turkey.
Adam from Canada.
My name is Alkidan. I am from Ethiopia.
So I'm Solange, and I'm from France, as you can notice with my French accent.
My name is Farhad. I'm from Afghanistan. Wow. I was born in Afghanistan. We moved to Thailand when I was 8 years old.
Oh, so you moved here when you were 8 years old?
Yes,
right.
yes.
So you're almost practically Thai, really. Like you've grown up here, you really understand the culture pretty deeply, right?
Yes. And then we moved to Canada when I was 20. So
okay. So then you moved to Canada and then you moved back to Thailand.
Yes.
Okay.
When I'm 39, I moved back with my wife.
Right.
Yeah.
So your wife is Thai?
Yes.
And how long have you lived here in Thailand for?
Almost 1.5 years.
3 years.
25 years ago, we've been living here for 4 years.
Okay.
With my husband's job, we came with the family, and we decided once he retired to come back here.
Wow.
So we've been here for 2 years now.
About 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just arrived?
Just arrived, yeah,
Wow.
definitely.
In Bangkok, I think 4 years, and in Thailand for 10 years.
10 years in Thailand? So where, before Bangkok, where did you live?
Oh, I used to stay like in the countryside, like Isan area.
Really?
Yeah.
Why did you come originally to Isan?
Actually, my father was living here, so after I finished my high school, I thought like, okay, maybe I'll come here and study and see how it goes.
Wow.
And kind of like worked out, so yeah.
Amazing.
Still here.
You've been in Thailand for 10 years.
10 years.
So you know the place pretty well then, right?
Kind of, yeah.
So now what do you do here in Thailand?
I have no job. She's working here, so I'm here for her. So
Wow.
yeah, she was in Canada for me, and then I'm here for her now.
I'm working here. Basically I can't afford that.
What industry do you work in?
I'm working in White House goods like washing machines,
Okay.
so on and so forth.
And what do you do for work?
I work in the medical field, and in migration hub.
I'm like a recruitment consultant.
Okay, recruitment
Yeah.
Yeah, I run a YouTube channel called Retired Working for You. Fella named Chris hosts that, and so him and I work together in that channel.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people watching right now would know the channel Retired Working for You. And you're retired here in Thailand?
Semi-retirement, yes. He's working as a consultant at the same time.
Okay.
I have lots of activities, very interesting one, artistic, cultural, associative.
Wow.
So it's not a retirement, it's a full-time activity.
That's amazing. So you keep yourself busy doing lots of things?
Very busy, very busy.
So what types of things do you do? What types of activities do you do?
I'm a volunteer guide at the National Museum.
Wow.
And I'm doing also some volunteer activity for the French Association Bangkok Accueil.
And did you know anything about Thailand before moving here?
To be honest, I didn't know that much. I mean, I knew the islands and the life a little bit, but I didn't know much in detail.
So you've essentially retired at the moment, or temporarily retired?
Yes, temporary. Yeah, something like that. I can't find a job because I gotta stay with your wife visa. So I don't have work permit. So if I apply for a job, they were like, "Oh, you don't have work permit and you're a foreigner. Oh, sorry, it's hard to get a job here."
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. That's quite sad because you moved here when you were 8. You understand the place pretty well, but you can't get a work visa.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, like it's hard. Yeah. I speak the language perfectly well, but if you don't read it right, still, and then you're a foreigner. If they want to hire you, like they will think, oh, it's you need a work permit and stuff like this. It's hard.
So like อ่านเขียนได้ไหมครับ
ไม่ได้เขียนไม่ได้อ่านไม่ได้
พูดได้ชัดมากเลย
ชัดมากเลยครับผม
เหมือนคนไทยจริงๆเลยสำเนียงมันเหมือนคนไทยจริง
ใช่
Have you come straight from Ethiopia or were you living somewhere else before this?
No. I came straight from Ethiopia, so this is the first time I'm living outside of home.
Wow.
Yes.
So how's the first 6 months been? First time in Asia, right? First time living outside of home. How's the first 6 months here in Bangkok been?
Yeah, the first 6 months was quite interesting because some things are very different from home. But I also found that there are some really quite unexpected things that are very similar to Ethiopia, my culture. For example, the way they respect elders, the way they conduct themselves is very similar.
And how does it go working in a corporate setting here in Thailand? Are the hours demanding? Is there a lot of work-life balance?
I can say work-life balance is pretty good compared to Europe or Turkey, where I'm coming from. I think it's better.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, like most of the time we go to work in the morning, then we come back, probably like eat, maybe a bit of exercise, then we sleep. So that's kind of like a employee life in Bangkok.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's pretty busy.
Yeah.
I want to ask a few different questions about what life is like here as an expat, especially in a place like Bangkok, which is a pretty cosmopolitan city. So I guess like the first question is, do you enjoy living in Bangkok?
I love Thailand. I love Bangkok. Great city to live, and wouldn't live anywhere else at this stage of my life.
It's been great. I mean, it's so good because the culture is so nice. The weather usually is nice. Food is nice. People are amazing.
Bangkok can be whatever you want it to be. It can be very local, can be very affordable, or it can be very international and more expensive, or a mix of the two. And that's kind of the life and the direction that I've gone down. I like going to my local Thai market for breakfast and lunch, but then I also like meeting some Thai buddies and foreign buddies and going to a nice Italian restaurant or a cool rooftop at night. It's just, it can be anything you want it to be.
You've lived here for 2 years,
Yes.
right? So what are the things you like most about life here in Thailand?
Compared to France, because we come from France, but before we were living abroad, the quality of the relation with the Thai people is absolutely remarkable. And that's something we do miss a lot now in Europe, this ability to be always open and friendly. And the day-to-day life, because of this quality of relationship with Thai people, is incredibly nice.
So you found it quite easy to make connections and relationships here in Thailand?
Yes, I do connection, not friendship, which is another thing, but connection if we make an effort and if we learn a little bit Thai to speak to the market, or I definitely find it's very easy to have connection with people.
People are chill all the time. They do not push that much, and they are kind on the street and also in the working environment. If there's a misunderstanding, they accept it, or they never push you so hard.
With Bangkok, and then I think Thailand as a whole, is that value exchange of what you get versus what you pay typically feels good. You know, my home city of Toronto, it's painful. Even if you're just getting a morning coffee, it's painful to hand over that $8, right?
$8 for a coffee.
Whereas here, it's like whether you're getting, a $2 or $3 pad krapao like we just had for lunch, or you're out with friends at a nice rooftop and it's a $200 or $300 night. The value you get in return for that typically feels good.
So what are some of the key challenges that you've found in coming and living here that maybe you did not expect or that you found after 2 years?
No challenge, honestly, because as we've been living in different countries, Thailand was the most easiest one.
Not the language much, because I can speak a bit of Thai.
Yeah, nice. พูดไทยได้ใช่ไหมครับ
นิดหน่อยแต่มันก็ไม่เยอะนะ
It's hot, it's humid, so walking outside for a long time sometimes is not an option here.
Honestly, challenging part, I don't see much unless like the crowded thing in the street, that's it.
The other thing is the language is very different from any language I know. Everything sounds very similar to me, but they're telling me it's a very, slight tones mean something different, so I'm a little bit scared to say something and offend someone, so I normally just sign.
The language is a little bit challenging, and the weather, especially during April and May, those 2 months.
It's crazy hot, hey.
Yes.
So been any cultural difficulties that you've encountered? Anything getting used to the culture here that has been difficult for you, Adnan?
No. I cannot say that since people are very open-minded and since they are very kind, so they accept you. And if you are open-minded person as well, so everything is very smooth.
Getting used to the way things are done here is a bit strange. It's not easy and it's not difficult. It's just different.
What are some examples of the way things get done here?
Yeah, much more informal. You know, I remember when I first moved over here, my first condo rental, I wasn't sure at the time if Bangkok was for me. And so I just did Airbnb with a landlord and then worked out a deal kind of off platform. But there was no contract. There was no paperwork. And, you know, as part of that deal, the landlord sent a cleaner every month. So I just hand her, you know, that month's rent and just trust that the landlord was going to get it. And there was going to be no problems. Coming from Canada, where things are so much more structured, that was strange getting used to. But then once you lean into that and you realize that, this
is just the way life is here.
Way things are, it becomes nice. It becomes really nice.
And so the final question for a foreigner potentially looking to move over to Thailand, what piece of advice would you give them before coming over?
Make sure what you want with your life, what you want to do, and then if you see there's an opportunity here, you just come and grab it as hard as you can. Like, make sure you know what you want. Yeah. Don't think like, oh, I'm gonna just come over here and like start doing stuff. It's not that easy.
You need more of a plan.
Yes, you need a more plan. Yeah.
So if someone coming from Europe, it's quite different than Asia and Europe is quite different in terms of like dealing with people. Yeah. So here people are quite not really having this aggressive bit of attitude.
If you don't like other cuisines except your cuisine, maybe it can be a little bit difficult because, as you know, the food can be very spicy and there's so many different ingredients, so many different smells and everything.
I would say try to have a few a course about Thai culture and Thai language also. Because through this you can understand better what is Thailand, and also try to first observe and never judge, never comment, but the observation is the main point, not to understand because we will never understand, but to make less mistake if we really want to have a relation with people.
Yeah, I think there's three. Two are non-technical, and then one would be a technical. So that first thing, get the visa situation sorted out early. That's something that I did, and that saved me a lot of headache. You know, I have buddies that delayed that and pushed that, and it was full of misery and pain. So get that sorted out as early as possible. That would be the technical side. Non-technical, first one would be find something healthy that you can attach yourself to, whether it is yoga, going to a gym, joining a tennis group, joining a bike club, or like I do jujitsu. But find something healthy that you enjoy to attach yourself to and to kind of keep you rock center. And that'll just help you exercise discipline in a country that sometimes for some people can be hard to exercise discipline in. And the second thing is say yes to things, you know, build a network of friends. Somebody asks you to go for a coffee and you don't know them, just say yes. I've met a bunch of my friends here by doing that. And some of which have come and gone, but some of which will be friends for life.
And where can we have your video? YouTube.
So it's called Thai Talk with Paddy. ขอบคุณมากนะที่ให้สัมภาษณ์วันนี้นะครับฟาฮัดนะครับผมขอบคุณครับสวัสดีครับ